Yo, what's good with all my Lockies and Locettes? This your boy Christopher Wright, back here again with another video. And all my Lock Me Nation, please stand up and rise because we have arrived and we are locked. Yes, ready to go. And in this video, guys, we will be talking about how I fix my flat locks with using the crochet method. Guys, I will be showing you how I fix my flat locks using the crochet method in this video. So guys, if you're highly interested in this information, please stay tuned. What's good, guys? I'm back and glad to see you guys here again with another video. All my Lockies, my Locettes. Yes, and the Lock Me Nation, please stand up and rise because we have arrived and we are locked right now. Guys, as you can tell, like I said in the beginning, guys, this video, I will be showing you how I fix my flat locks. Using what? As you can tell in the title, the crochet method, guys. I use that to fix my flat locks. And I know a few of y'all had this issue right along with me. So I am here to present that information if you do have that concern on how to fix those flat locks and you tried other methods and they have not worked for you. Maybe this might be the answer for you guys. So, but before we begin, please, if you're new and if you're reoccurring, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you have already hit the subscribe button for me. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you never miss a video that I post out for you guys. And also, hit that thumbs up, like the video. If you enjoyed the content, please hit the thumbs up so that way it lets me know that you enjoy video and contents like this, guys. And also share the video with your friends, and also share the video with your family, you know, and also share this with anybody that you know that is seeking for this information. Also, leave in the comment section below if you've already tried this method to fix your flat locks. Have you even tried to fix your flat locks? Or do you even care about fixing your flat locks? So put that in the comment section below if you have used this method and it worked for you, or what other methods you've tried, or you just enjoy and embrace the flat locks. So guys, leave that down below. But let's dive right into it, guys. I know, like I said before, there's no knock, there's no discrimination, there's no issue with me with other people having flat locks. If you enjoy them, you embrace them, guys, I am so for it. Guys, whatever you like to do, Lockies, Locettes, do what you want to do. That's cool. Me, I have an issue with flat locks. That's just my thing. I like a more cylindrical look, so that's what I'm shooting for. And so I had to come up with some type of form, some type of way to eliminate this issue. I wanted to address the issue before it got any further than what it did. So since I'm still in my starter lock phase, only 6 months and a few days in on my lock journey, I wanted to go ahead and tackle this issue while I'm still early in, so that way I can get the best benefit and the best look that I'm desiring for. So I wanted to go ahead and tackle that. So I did. I was researching high and low to find this information. It was very difficult and challenging. I bought all the tools and all the things that I needed to try to tackle this. And before I did that, I was looking and searching, and I seen there were not a whole lot of people on YouTube like really giving a variety and different techniques and methods to tackle this issue. Now there were some things about squeezing the water out and shaping it up, and you know, palm rolling, and maybe you know, not sleeping with your hair wet. And I know those things that are very valuable, and that's just common sense. Do not sleep with wet hair, especially if you're trying to avoid flat locks. That's just the thing not to do. So I knew that part, but the methods seem not to work for me. You know, they seem not to work for me because the flatness lied in the root, and it was flattening out in the root. And as I demonstrated in the last video, you know, they were giving this look right here at the width. It had the width, and this is where the lock was staying, the shaft of the lock. This was pretty much the new growth. But when you when you looked at it, you know, from afar, it looked good. It looked great. It looked amazing. But when it came from the side, it was flat from the root. So I wanted to address that issue because I didn't want just the appearance of it looking thick. I wanted to feel thick. So I wanted to address that issue head on. So I tackled it. I researched. I looked high and low to try to find something that worked for me, that was beneficial for me. And so crocheting, Locs, all those kept playing in my head again. And I looked for the safest method because I did not want to damage my locks whatsoever at all. So I didn't want to damage them. So I wanted to make sure I took the right precautions and I was fully prepared in order to handle this task. So I made sure that I was looking at every minute detail in the technique, in the method, and what will simply work for me. So I had to simplify it, guys. There were some techniques that just looked like people were truly damaging their hair. And then there were other techniques where it looked like it made sense, it helped, but it was difficult for me to get that method down, especially in, you know, in a 2-week span. Because I researched within the 2 weeks, and then I bought this stuff off of Amazon. This is what I bought off of Amazon. The crochet needles. Guys, I was sitting on these needles for like 5 days before I even dove in to start it, because I was just that concerned for my hair. I didn't want to go in damaging and destroying and corrupting the process. I didn't want to do that. So I wanted to make sure that when I started this method, when I used these tools, it was for my benefit and it would add value and not corrupt or destroy my hair and my roots. Because guys, I'm dealing with traction alopecia. I already don't want to mess with my root because my hair is actually growing back rapidly. So guys, I want to make sure I'm taking care of my hair fully and not missing a beat with that. So I went on ahead and bought these, guys, right? Like I said, I've been sitting on them for 5 days before I had attempted the process. So when I finally dove into it, I finally used a method that worked for me. And I've checked with people, like gone through the grade. Man, there's this couple, their lock, it was I think it was a white guy and a mixed female, but they have locks too, and they run their own shop. I forgot how. When I figure it out, I'm gonna put it on here and I'm gonna post it, and I'm gonna give you, you know, the people that I've came across. So I'm gonna just give you listings of the people that I came across in order to find what worked for me, and then I researched and then I picked and, you know, grabbed little nuggets and things that, you know what I'm saying, would have worked for me. So I did that, and like I said, I had to find what worked for me, and I wanted to make sure it was safe for my hair and safe for my roots, because I am actually, you know, 2020 is been challenging, and it's been challenging, but it's also been good at the same time. I know, don't shun me for it, but yes, it's been good at the same time because it's allowing us to open our eyes and realize and understand what we need to do. And so you want to take care of what you got, be appreciative of it, keep it for long term, and learn from the issue so we can correct it. And that is my whole concept of the Loc Me Nation. That is my whole concept of growing my hair during the fact that I have traction alopecia. So guys, I know that's a whole lot of ranting, whatever, but I had to give you that. I had to give you that information before I dive into it. So what I did is I recorded me doing the technique on a few of my locks, and I will give you the voiceover for that, and I will break down that technique and what I use in the way that you should use it. So guys, I hope you get the best benefit out of that and enjoy that video to its fullest. So guys, please watch it in detail. I hope you get a lot out of it. So here we go. So guys, these are the things that you're going to need to start this technique. So first off, we're going to need the crochet hook, which is the 0.5 millimeters. You can use a 0.6 or a 0.7, whichever you prefer, depending on your hair width. Secondly, we're going to use a moisturizer, which I put together a rose water and vitamin E oil, which has been working efficiently for me. So I use that to try to dampen the hair. We're not trying to get the hair totally soaked, because you're not trying to soak the hair completely. You're just wanting, and you don't want to start this on completely wet hair, and you don't want to start this on completely bone dry hair. So you just want to moisturize it enough to loosen up the hair to work with. And so right now I'm just going through, make sure I lather every inch of my scalp, every inch of my root, also the shaft as well, because that's what we're working on. We're working on the shaft and not the root. So I'm just making sure I cover all my tracks, just in case if I need to go any other direction, everything's already covered. So like I said, I'm just going in making sure everything is touched before we even begin. So guys, just for starters, make sure that you're taking complete precaution before beginning this method, because it can be dangerous for your locks. So I want you to really think about what you're doing. Take your time, be careful. So with the needle, you want to make sure that the needle is pointing away from the lock, which the hook part, you want to make sure that is pointing away from the lock. So normally how they would do into the lock, you will pull the outside of the hair in towards the middle of the lock. Now the method that was shown to me was the around, but we're going to use the in and out, or the out and in. So you're just pulling the hair inward. And so I'm going to use this diagonal method right here, pulling the hair. Now say the tip of my finger is the root part. So what I want to do is take that hair and pull it towards the root, not away from the root, because we don't want to snatch the hair. We don't want to pull it or tug it. So we don't want to snatch the hair, making sure that you're pulling every straggle hair, every loose hair into the center of the shaft. That is the key. So don't go all the way as you're going into the lock to grab the hair, snatching that hair from the outside inward. Do not go all the way completely on the opposite side. So right now I'm just showing you the lock that is very flat. As you can see through it. That's how much new growth. So you always want to have a twisting method before you begin the crochet. So you want to twist before you begin. So right now I'm showing you the hook. You want to go outward, inward. So you want to make sure that you're going inside of the lock, pulling the hair into the center. So as you twist, crochet, you want to stop, reset every time, and then go down. You want to go down towards the lock. So I'm just showing you where the hook is in the direction that I'm actually pulling the hair. That just give me an indication of where I should take the hair and where I should unhook the hair when I am done with that section or done with the entire lock. So as you can tell, I'm just twisting. And when you have flat locks, and so the two flat pieces, you want to make sure they're together. You twist them together as if they're already cylindrical. So you're taking the two flat sides, twisting them together, and as you twist it together, like you're retwisting, then you're working the crochet in the center of those locks, pushing their hair together. It's almost like you're sewing the two flat sides together with your own hair. So it's just like a sewing method, because what we want to do is close that gap. We want to have that. We want to have a center to where the hair can go into, so that way when your hair sheds and it continues to grow, it fills up that center, which gives you the cylindrical look, which gives you the roundness and thickness of that lock. So we want all that to happen while in the shaft. So I'm just going downward, just going down the lock, using it. And as you can see, I'm doing that up and out motion. That means the hair got caught, and I'm just loosening it out to get free of the hair that is hooked onto the crochet. So because I don't want to snatch the hair and I don't want to pull the hair, so therefore I am doing that to just loosen and get out of it. So like I said, you always want to continue to go all the way down, twisting the lock as you crochet. So twist, crochet, get out of the lock, reset, twist, crochet, and all the way down the entire lock to your desired position. Wherever the issue is, you want to stop it at that point. You don't have to go all the way down. It's unnecessary. Just fill up the spot that is the issue for you. And so guys, when you really begin this method, make sure you're truly confident. Don't go in, I was still skeptical, but I was also cautious. So I went in confidently, making sure that I do the right thing with my hair, because I don't want to pull things. I don't want to pull the root. I don't want to destroy that lock at all. So I'm doing things in a real precautious manner. So because I don't want you to get in there and just start doing stuff, making sure you're doing the right thing. If you got to go through other people's videos to see, just to make sure if my method is not that clear, or this right here is not that clear for you, and I didn't break it down enough, feel free to use other people, because that's what we're here for. That's what the lock community is here for. There's so many other ways and directions to take care of flat locks. I just knew that this method right here was beneficial to me, because it actually worked better for me, because other methods were not. And the flat lock thing was an issue for me. Now it may not be an issue for you, but I just want to let you know that take this method, take this way and this tutorial with a grain of salt. And like I said, if it works for you and you understand what I'm saying and it's clear to you, then you can go in and use it. But just don't go in willy-nilly. And as you can see, the lock is very cylindrical. I'm just twisting a little bit to make sure that it's very circular and rounded off. So I'm just touching up at the root. So as I go downward, down the lock, filling up all gaps and holes, just in case anything is not together, because at the end of the day, you can retwist with the crochet method, insta locking or whatever. You can retwist like this, but I'm not going for a perfect cylindrical look. I just want to fill up the flatness, because with the twisting you're going to get that. The twisting and the palm rolling and all that is going to make sure that that is even all the way through. I just want to make sure that when that twisting unravels, that the lock is still cylindrical and it's not flat in any way, shape, or form. So as you go down crocheting, I go back up to make sure everything is touch. And so I will go down, up, down, and how to whenever, you know, I feel that is to my liking, to my desire, and just feeling around. So that's how it came out. Now it looked like I just got a retwist done. Of course, the root. And when you do it, you don't want to do it at the root. You want to make sure that you're at least a couple inches away from the root to start, because we don't want to start from the root, because you'll end up snatching out the root. You'll end up snatching those hairs out, and that could be damaging to your lock. And so you don't want to do that. You want to make sure you start inches from the root. So some of the new growth, leave some of the hair out, because we're not looking for a retwist. We're just looking to round out those flat locks. And so right now I'm just looking for any of the locks that may need some attention. So I'm just searching for that. But yeah, guys, overall, I enjoy this method for taking care of flat locks, because this method is also used to repair a lot of the locks. So if you got a damaged lock where it's thinning in the center or the shaft of that lock, and you need to place hair in, or you need to combine two locks and you want it to look together instead of the two-headed dragon or so, this method, the crochet method, is awesome for that. It is very useful for that. So right now, I just found a lock in the back, and I want to touch that up. So right now I'm just twisting it, making sure the flat parts, and as you can tell, I'm not close to that root. I am inches away from the root. And so like I said, I'm making sure that the flat part is being worked on. So it's almost like a sewing method. You want to make sure that it's all being touched. You want to make sure that you're going in that diagonal angle. So in this angle, it gets a little challenging, but everything remains the same. The direction and the way and the technique remains the same. I'm still going in diagonal angle. So the angle that I'm going in, I'm making sure that I'm pulling that hair towards the root, not away, not just straight, but in a diagonal way, to where I'm pulling the hair towards the root, because you want to pull the hair back to the root and not away from the root, you know, risking snatching your hair because of that. So we want to be very, very careful and cognizant of that. Okay, guys. So I'm just going up, touching things up. And like I said, you want to twist, crochet, come out, twist, crochet, reset, twist, crochet, reset. That's how you want to do it, guys. Don't continue to just keep working and working and working and working and working. You want to make sure everything is right, because you might not need to go all the way down the entire lock, unless the entire lock was flat. But like I said earlier in the video, I want to go ahead and start this method early, because I want to train my hair already in the beginning stages to work towards a cylindrical look. Now, I don't sleep with my hair wet, and that happened early in the beginning, a couple cases early in the beginning. So I've learned from my mistakes, and so that's the method right there I'm showing you guys. You're going inward into the center of the lock, pulling it back in a diagonal angle, in an upward angle. But yeah, I want to retrain my hair to get it back to its correct form, the way that I know and feel confident about my hair. Because I never dealt with flat locks, but I learned that a lot about my hair. Two-strand twists, and you're doing semi-freeforming. that's a possibility that you're gonna have it. And if I was totally freeforming, of course I would have had flat locks. That's just a part of the game. But that's why I chose to semi-freeform, so I wouldn't have to deal with that too much. So right now I'm just going, this is the actual third lock, and I'm just going to touch up real quick. So I just wanted to speed through this video because you already know the form and the fashion and the way that I go about. So it's no need to sit here for the entire thing, but right now you can just see that it's cylindrical enough, but there's a couple little lumps in there. Now I can fix that out with just twisting, make sure it rounded out, or I can go back in. But like I said, I'm not looking for a total perfect job because I am not a professional at this. I am still a beginner at this, but obviously, you know, it wasn't hectic for me to learn, and it wasn't too crazy for me to try because the prices of crocheting is ridiculous, guys. It is outrageous, and you wouldn't think that it would be, but I get the concept. I understand why they charge what they charge, because that's a lot. And plus, if you have hundreds and 200 of locks in your head, I can understand that can be very, you know, time consuming and just a lot for the beautician or the loctician or whoever you go to complete that service. But yeah, I said, you know what, I'm gonna learn this method because I don't want to wait on nobody to do it for me. I will learn it on my own. I just got to be patient, take time, and do what I need to do. And so that's what I did. So as you look, and I'm just giving you a look of how everything looks, 360 around. They don't look flat. I completed everything on here. I think there was still a couple more, but at that time I couldn't really feel it as well. And plus I didn't want to make this video crazy long trying to fix out every single thing. So right now, you know, I know my hair is looking a little rough, but when they mature, you'll start to see what the locks really look like. But everything is still round. Nothing looks flat, nothing feels flat for that time being. So that's what we're working with, guys. I hope you enjoy that method, guys. Lockies, Locs, Lock Me Nation, welcome back. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. I hope you enjoyed that information. I hope you got great value out of that information there. I meant to ask this in the beginning, but guys, please, if you're on IG, please follow my pages on IG. Guys, hit me up, follow there. I'm posting everything that I'm not posting on YouTube. I'm posting that on that platform, so that way you can see the in-between things that I'm doing. And also you can see the journey in its totality. Guys, also follow at Crizzy_universe, and also follow at Lock Me Nation, Lock_me_nation. Guys, follow those pages. The Crizzy_universe is my normal page, my regular page, and everything dealing with locks and dreadlocks content is all on the Lock Me Nation page. So guys, make sure you follow those two, Lock Me Nation, and the Lockies and Locs, and any guest viewers. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, especially if you're new and you're enjoying the content. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that way you don't never miss a video that I post out. And also hit the thumbs up, like the video. Let me know that you enjoy it by liking that video, guys. That give me that stamp of approval from you guys, okay? Please do that for me. Make sure you share it with your friends. Make sure you share it with your family. And share with anybody that this video may be of value to. So guys, please do that for me and leave in the comment section if you use this method and how did you go about it. And if not, do you enjoy flat locks? Guys, please leave that in the comment section below if you haven't already. And before we leave here, all my Lockies, Locs, the Lock Me Nation, please stand up and rise, because we have arrived and we are locked. Yes, indeed. You know we got to leave with the mantra. Guys, if God didn't make me special, He didn't make me right. A little bit louder, please, okay? If God didn't make me special, He didn't make me right. Guys, this is your boy Christopher Wright signing out. I will see you again in the next video. Salute. Peace. Love you.